A strong tsunami struck the South Pacific this afternoon, causing damage there, but also creating some confusion here at home. KITV4's Paul Drews has the details of what happened during this disaster.
Hawaii has seen firsthand the damage from powerful tsunami waves. This video came from the small tsunami that hit the islands in 2011, generated by the massive earthquake off Japan. So when a magnitude 8.0 earthquake struck northeast of Australia near the Solomon Islands, our islands went on alert to see if the state would fall under a watch or a warning.
Well, we have some basic thresholds that we use initially for issuing a message, and they're based only on the location of the earthquake, its depth inside the earth, and the magnitude of the earthquake.
But those initial thresholds didn't raise any alarms. Waves less than 3 feet washed over islands close to the epicenter, damaging dozens of homes. But NOAA's deep ocean buoys spread out around the Pacific weren't picking up much, so Hawaii was kept out of a tsunami watch or warning.
After we had some sea level data and our models said, well, there's really no threat to Hawaii, we issued a final message to Hawaii.
Then suddenly, Hawaii was included in a tsunami watch, along with other countries around the Pacific. The reason for the sudden change? Human error.
We manually edited out Hawaii out of that message, and unfortunately, there was one message where we simply overlooked editing Hawaii out.
During previous emergencies, Hawaii's status has quickly changed as well, as scientists at the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center learn more about the exact intensity or detailed direction. Watches and warnings can suddenly be lifted or sent out. McCreary says changes to the message software should fix the false alert problems in the future. But what is still needed is even more information, and that will cost more money.
Right now we're dealing with the uncertainties in the federal budget. We'd actually like to add more, not only in that area, but more deep ocean gauges in other areas around the Pacific.
Now, predicting if the funding will be there could be even more difficult than determining what will come our way during the next disaster. Now, scientists weren't surprised an earthquake happened there in the Santa Cruz Islands of the South Pacific. After all, that region has had more than 25 quakes with a magnitude of 5 or above just over the past week.